This Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast is about the new state fair foods. Man, there's 60 new state fair foods, and some of my radio brothers and sisters will be sampling those foods on Tuesday, and I don't know if I'd want to sample them or not. I suppose so. They all sound very interesting. About a week ago, my boss, I call him my boss at WHO Radio, the host of the morning show, Jeff Angelo, talked about some of those foods, and they tend to lean on the spicy side. So we'll be talking about those here on this podcast. But first, a word from our sponsors, including Ryan's Tire and Auto on First Avenue, Newton. Man, am I glad I had the blower motor on my air conditioner fixed in this hot July weather. I've been using that like crazy. He put in some new windshield wipers, too, for me and did an oil change. They always do a great job at Ryan's Tire and Auto on First Avenue, Newton. Stop on in if you need some auto repair, some tires, an oil change, whatever you might need to have done. They'll take care of you at Ryan's Tire and Auto on First Avenue, Newton. Also by Newton Clinic, if you need care but don't have an appointment, hey, they've got you at Newton Clinic. They offer walk-in hours Monday through Saturday for your convenience. Whether it's a minor illness or sudden concern, stop by and they'll take care of you at Newton Clinic. And also sponsored by Advantage Credit Union.
Good grades bring accolades. It's report card time again, and Advantage Credit Union is ready to reward your student for their scholastic efforts. Students K through 8 can earn up to $20 per semester by bringing their report card into Advantage Credit Union. We have a PhD in report card history and financial mathematics, so we'll reward your student for doing well in school. Simply be a member of Advantage Credit Union or open up an account for your child or grandchild with a $25 deposit, and we'll take care of the rest.
See Credit Union for details. Member NCUA.
All right, let's talk about these new state fair foods. And as I mentioned on the intro, they tend to lean on the spicy side this year. And I don't know if I were invited to do this, whether I would want to do this. First of all, I'm on Ozempic, and it limits how much you can actually eat, which is a good thing. Because I've always said, being overweight much of my life, I never really had a shutoff valve, and Ozempic does that, thankfully. But they put some food in front of you, and you don't have to sample all 60 foods. I don't know how many they put in front of you. I think maybe about a half dozen different foods, and when you judge these, you get to pick your favorites. And then I guess as a state fair attendee, you get to pick which ones you like the best. So I think about halfway through the fair, the State Fair announces the favorite foods that are brand new for this year, which ones are the best. And I have my favorites. Everybody has their favorites, and a lot of them are the traditional ones. So some people like the corn dogs, some people like the foot-long hot dogs, some people like the chocolate chip cookies. And of course, a few years ago, the State Fair offered up the huge chocolate chip cookie stand that they have. There's a lot of traditional State Fair foods that are favorites. But then people like the newer stuff, too. I know that Brad Magg's Bacon Box opened up a few years ago, too, that's very popular also. It's hard to resist some of the foods at the Iowa State Fair. But let's get to it and tell you about some of the new foods for this year. I have the list right in front of me. I am not going to go over all 60, but here are just some of them. The Bacon Chicken Ranch Egg Roll, a crispy golden egg roll packed with tender chicken, bacon, white cheddar, and drizzled with their famous ranch. It's Win and Sarah's Kitchen that is presenting that. Also, the Flaming Hot Cheetos Fries. Again, these recipes, a lot of them tend to lean on the spicy side. These are fries coated with spicy, tangy, flamin' hot Cheetos seasoning, and that comes from Taylor's Concessions. The Potato Half and Half Korean Corn Dog. It's crispy crinkle fries, fried into golden batter, wrapped around half mozzarella and half all-beef hot dog with 4 dripping sauces, including sweet chili and spicy mayo, from Golden K-Dog. The Bacon Popcorn. It's a smoky bacon bits with crunchy, buttery popcorn from Zag's Popcorn. And Zag's has been at the Iowa State Fair as long as I can remember, even when I was a little kid. The Footlong Hot Cheetos corn dog, a foot-long corn dog dipped in nacho cheese and rolled in hot Cheetos crumbles from Smith's. This sounds interesting. Now, if you like praline ice cream, and a lot of people like that, I know that my friend Lynn Donahue, who has Jersey Freeze in Monroe, at one time had the Baskin-Robbins franchise in both Pella and Newton, and he always said that praline and cream ice cream was a very popular ice cream item for him, and this is called Praline Crunch Caramel Sundae. And this is a sundae layered with chocolate granola crunch, a scoop of vanilla ice cream, caramel topping, honey graham granola crunch, vanilla ice cream topped with caramel and pralines, granola crunch, and vanilla cream wafer. That sounds kind of yummy. It's from Bowder's Ice Cream. And of course, Bowder's is famous for their ice cream stand that they had on Ingersoll for years and years, and they continue to have their ice cream stand at the Iowa State Fair. It's a tradition at the Iowa State Fair. Let's see, what else do we have here? The big ACI sorbet flight. It's a sorbet flight featuring different sorbet flavors, topped with a variety of different toppings, including granola, banana, strawberry, pineapple, blueberry, peanut butter, and a delicious drizzle, and vanilla chia pudding. That sounds interesting. Also, freeze-dried fruit mix, light crispy blend, assorted freeze-dried fruits from Jack Frost freeze-dried treats. Okay. What else? Man, the list goes on and on. The Saigon Lobster Bomb. Now, this is a sliced French baguette coated in a seasoned batter with lobster, then fried, served with house hoisin sauce and sriracha. And of course, this is going to go back and forth from dessert flavors to main course stuff, and it all sounds very interesting. And to some people, this will sound absolutely delicious. To some people, not so much. Full mozzarella Korean corn dog. This is a skewered cheese stick coated in a sweet and savory batter, topped with ketchup and mustard. The brisket tenderloin. It's breaded beef tenderloin made from fresh beef, deep fried and topped with a special sauce, lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickles, served on a golden sesame seed bun, and that's from the Rib Shack. The golden fried corn on the cob strips, battered and seasoned. It's battered, crispy golden corn on the cob strips, offering a light, savory smoked flavor, and that's from the Veggie Table. And you know, if you're trying to lose weight or you want to eat healthy, the Veggie Table is great. They've had it for a number of years, where you can actually get vegetables on a stick. That place. And also over by the Big Slide, it seems every year they have an area where you can get the fruit bowl, where you can get a bowl of fruit and be nice and healthy at the Iowa State Fair too. And that's a pretty neat area where you can get your fruits and veggies. Also, they have the Scotcheroo Ice Cream Shake, a rich, creamy shake made with handmade peanut butter, butterscotch Scotcheroo ice cream, swirled with fudge, packed with chewy chunks, and topped with a whipped cream, caramel, along with chocolate and a full slice of Scotcheroo. And it's from the Over the Top folks, and that sounds interesting. Now, this has peanut butter on it, and the guy I call my boss, Jeff Angelo, does not like peanut butter. I've never really met anybody that didn't like peanut butter. As a kid, I was allergic to peanut butter. I couldn't have it. But now I absolutely love peanut butter. I grew out of my allergy, and I guess I'm making up for lost time because I absolutely love peanut butter now. Also on the list of new state fair foods, the butter beer cone. It's creamy butterscotch, flavored soft serve swirled into a waffle cone. The green apple cream slush. It's frosty green apple slush topped with vanilla ice cream and caramel sauce from the Wonder Bar people. And every year, again, since I was a kid, I can remember the Wonder Bars being sold at the Iowa State Fair. Now, this sounds interesting. The Sloppy Dog. It's a juicy all-beef hot dog nestled in a New England-style bun, then piled high with rich, savory, homemade sloppy joe and crowned with a heap of gooey shredded cheese. And that's from the snack box. Also, the Cafe Colada funnel cake. It's a traditional funnel cake topped with powdered sugar, a rich colada icing made with Cuban coffee, and a streusel sprinkle. The Hawaiian dog, layered with shaved pork loin, creamy coleslaw, and a brown sugar pineapple ring on a bun, served with sweet chili sauce from the Iowa pork producers at the Iowa Pork Tent. And that's always a very, very popular tent at the Iowa State Fair. Now, see, I'm a meatloaf fan, and I don't know if I'd like this or not, but, I would sample this and see what I would think. This is the smoked meatloaf platter. It's a blend of brisket, short rib, and ground chuck grilled with I want to make sure I try to pronounce this correct, Boursin cheddar blend with slow smoked and topped with a house-made sweet and savory bourbon glaze, garnished with thin-cut onion rings, and served with cheesy potatoes and country slaw. Wow, that sounds interesting. And again, it's smoked meatloaf platter, and it's presented by the Blue Ribbon Bar and Eatery. And actually, I was cruising around the state fairgrounds today, and that Blue Ribbon Bar and Eatery is brand new at the Iowa State Fair for this year. There's the Captain Crunch Berry Funnel Cakes. It's golden funnel cakes dusted with powdered sugar and topped with crunchy, colorful Captain Crunch Berry cereal. The High Roller Roll. It's lobster roll topped with caviar and edible gold leaf. Okay, if you're into caviar, more power to you. The S'mores Ice Cream Sandwich. It's marshmallow and chocolate ice cream nestled between 2-gram cracker cookies from the Dough Crazy folks. The Holy Doly. Yeah, the Holy Doly. That's an interesting sounding one. It's 2 jumbo-sized chocolate and cream-filled cookies stuffed with a scoop of cookies and cream cookie dough from the Dough Crazy people. Also, the Chicken and Waffle Breakfast Sandwich, crispy fried chicken and fried egg between waffles, drizzled with maple syrup. And the list goes on and on and on. And I could continue with the rest of these, but let's just say there's a whole bunch of brand new foods for this year's Iowa State Fair. Like I say, there's 60 of them. I Googled them, and you can find them for yourself. They're at iowastatefair.org. And if you want to check them out yourself, you can print off a list and sample them and see what you like. But there's a bunch of new ones, and some of my favorite radio celebrity friends, including Jeff Angelo and Todd from Kicks 101.1 and KFJB, will be sampling those. And I'm sure some of the folks from KIOA will be doing that today too, and checking those out. And more power to them. I hope to find out more and see which ones they like and which ones they didn't like later on also. But people come up with all kinds of different recipes, some good. The famous one, I think the one that stands out the most from years past is the fried butter on a stick. And I asked Jeff Angelo, I think last week, whether they're still serving that, and he said no, they only did it for 1 year. And I sampled it 1 year, and it was it tasted a little like coffee cake. It didn't really taste like a stick of butter, but I couldn't eat the whole thing. It was so rich. It was just, I sampled it just so that I said that I could, and I did, and it wasn't all that great. And that's probably why they didn't bring it back. It was a thing that made the news. It was what everybody talked about. So yeah, Jamie had to get in on that one. So anyway, those are the new State Fair foods for 2025. It's starting August 7th, and I hope to get some interviews about what's going on at this year's Iowa State Fair. So anyway, Iowa State Fair coming up. I'm all excited about it. Maybe you are too, and I hope you have a chance to attend. Our state fair, I feel, is the best state fair. Thanks for joining me on this edition of Out and About with Jamie Grout. Thanks to the sponsors. Hope you'll join us again. And again, coming up this weekend, we'll have reports from this year's Jasper County Fair as we gear up for the Iowa State Fair, and it's sponsored by Newton Des Moines East KOA, Ryan's Tire and Auto on First Avenue in Newton, and, of course, Jersey Freeze in Monroe. This podcast also sponsored by Jersey Freeze in Monroe. I highly recommend the Van and Bon Bon Freezer, named after that legendary morning show on WHO, Van and Bonnie. Also my sweetie, Little Red, Lynette Baker, Halo Branded Solutions, and Westside Java Coffee Bar. Until next time, grrr, out is out. See ya!